Taking control of the car buying experience. Demand the most for your money. Here's the Car Buyer Advisor.
Please welcome back Caleb Parker with Custom Truck Accessories. Caleb, welcome.
Thanks for having me back, Mitch.
Happy holidays to you. It's getting very close. Are your shopping done?
Oh, not even close.
I'm assuming that's going to be true, that everybody else is answering right now the same way, not even close. But this is a store that I'm not sure people in the past have really put on their Christmas shopping list. I mean, Custom Truck Accessories, let's talk a little bit about the history of it, where it started, and now what it's grown into, because it's morphed into this like super center.
Yeah, it started off 30 years ago as just a camper shell lot. It used to be only camper shells, just rows and rows and rows, and they carried all the colors and everything right there in stock, get you in, get you out. That's all they did. And we really started growing pretty much about 7 years ago, diversifying a lot in what we get into. And now, we do shells, we do lift kits, wheels, tires, tonneau covers. We do van upfits, we do stereo. We do just about anything that you want to do to your vehicle. We're dabbling in it at least now, and we expand on what we do every day.
Well, expanding is an understatement. I walk into your shop anymore, and it's almost like I've got to look around to see what else is new and exciting that I didn't even know that you carried. And then it's almost like on this show we talk about, we have you on a reasonably regular basis because you do so much for such a huge part of our community. It's not, you could go take 15 shops and try to find 15, perfect shops to put together what you do in one. And so it's really the number of services, the diversity of the products that you carry there is so wide that I'm always finding things in your shop I didn't know you could do, things that you could order, things that you can really do for people. Let's talk a little bit, because I mentioned holiday gift giving ideas. If you walk through Danny's corner, Danny's holiday corner, good job, Danny. Been in and seen it. And it's a very expensive corner for me because I want to buy everything there. Great job. Let's talk about some of the gift giving ideas because there are affordable ones there too. This is not like you have to give a lift kit, because that's what people think of with Custom Truck Accessories or big wheels or tires. You have things that are reasonably, affordably priced that say, I care.
We do. And Danny has gone out. He wants people to like him. He's got a little Christmas tree and even light up deer in the corner now. But so we put together basically right as you walk into the door, a whole bunch of off-road accessories, small things up to larger, ideas for gift giving. Simple stuff like trail axes, or trail shovels, or just off-road accessory bags that carry stuff like a tire pressure gauge and just simple things for someone who may be going off-road and playing in the dirt a little bit. They'll let you know, that you don't have to break the bank on it, but there are simple things that they can pick up. The GoPro cameras as well.
Great gift idea. You have to describe, this is evolved into an extraordinary piece of equipment. It was extraordinary from the beginning. You think, how could they ever improve upon this? And they have. And
they continue to do it. The Hero 3 Plus is amazing. We still have some of the Hero 3s, which we are blowing out for absolutely rock bottom prices. Still a real excellent camera. And other little things that they have in the corner, of course, we have stuff like a Polesol, which is like a smaller winch for people that, may just use in their shop. So there's all sorts of stuff to get involved in. Just glance around, and just, not to break the bank, but something that you could pick up and let someone know that you know what they're into, their hobbies, and you're thinking about them.
Well, I like one of my favorite things there that's a great gift-giving idea for people that have, a trailer hitch on their car, are your trailer plugs.
Yeah, we have all the hitch plugs up front. Too, we have our little gallery of them right there built into the counter. And there are various little sports teams and just, cartoon characters and little hobbies and stuff like that. And that little accent to your vehicle that makes it a little bit more yours, a little more unique.
Well, and I think when you say, trailer hitch plugs, that people might not really think what they really are, because these are not the plastic type of hitch plugs. And the diversity of the different characters and sports teams and everything from military to, cartoon characters. It's just the selection is extraordinary, and it really personalizes a vehicle. And these are made of a very high quality, durable material too.
Yeah, they are all billet aluminum. They're not the kind that you find online that are plastic that ship in probably half the time broken, or any of the cheap just pick up at a gas station type deals.
Well, there's, I guess let's get on to this, because I think one of the easiest gifts, and, in many times, if you give this gift, people think it was a lazy gift. But I can tell you that a gift card at Custom Truck Accessories is a great gift, because then the person gets to pick out what they wanted. But this is probably the greatest gift card you could give this year.
Yeah, it is an excellent gift card. I would not mind getting one myself. And we get a lot of these this time of year. Someone comes in, they have their car or truck enthusiast that they're thinking about, and then they are just completely overwhelmed with all the stuff in the store. And that's all right. I mean, we try to do everything. We try to be an all-in-one shop, so we may be a little overwhelming. This gift card gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I did think about you. There's way too much in here to narrow it down. Why don't you come down, pick out exactly what you want, or maybe help you start that project that you're looking for. And we had a young lady in the other day who, just totally blown away by all the stuff we did. And so what we gave her is a little something more so she can wrap it up. We gave her the gift card and one of our catalogs as well. So that way she has that catalog right there. She's getting it for her boyfriend. He can look through the whole catalog, see just all the kinds of trouble we can get him into. And he's got that gift card to get him started as well.
Well, you just said it. I mean, here's a gift card that actually makes sense, because when I walk into your store, there isn't a single time that I've walked in there that I couldn't say yes to 10 or 12 items. So, that would really be a little overwhelming to, well, which one of these 10 would be the best choice for this individual that, look, you can tell if somebody is a candidate for this gift card, because you can see that they have already started to do little things to their car or their truck, that they've tried to personalize it or upgrade it, and then it's a no-brainer. This is an easy gift to give, and at a dollar amount that you're comfortable giving. Like you said, it could be a start on a project, or it could be an actual gift. But they get to decide their number one out of those 10 or 12 choices, exactly. And I like that. Like you said, you wouldn't mind getting one of those, folks. I wouldn't mind getting one of those gift cards either. And if, you might give me a gift card to something else that would be, that was lame. But with Custom Truck Accessories, I'd be going, wow, you are my new BFF. Let's talk about, again, you mentioned the things that you have done, that you've specialized in over the years, but probably one of the best known things that Custom Truck Accessories did after the tonneaus that really started the business is lift kits, wheels, and tire packages. And you talk about personalizing a vehicle, making it look like a SEMA truck with a very reasonable investment. I mean, you can really make a truck look like a side-by-side, wall-to-wall monster truck action very affordably at Custom Truck Accessories.
We can. When someone comes in and they're interested in doing a lift kit or wheels and tires, first things we ask them, of course, what are you looking to get out of the lift kit? And, what kind of budget are you comfortable in staying in? Because we could build everything out. We could put just ridiculous amounts and make you a SEMA-style truck. We do that. We have examples of those that we've done in the past. Or if you're just looking to make your truck stand out a little bit, you're not going to be spending a lot of time off-road, but you do want to get that big, aggressive-looking tire on there, we can get you a lift kit that's more branded for that. So we really want to make sure that we get someone exactly what they want and stay in their budget and build it out for them just what they need. And we have recently picked up a couple more lift brands that, not allowed to say in the air, that were previously exclusive to other shops in the area, but we've made a name for ourselves and expanded to the point where we're being approached by other companies to carry their products. So we're having a lot of fun with lifting these vehicles.
You've been approached recently by a company to be their video that they're making for their national advertisement as well.
Yeah, we did some advertisements on. We did some stuff on the news, and they took some video of us and all that playing off road for Warren winches and doing that, because we do winches. If you're going to be off road and you're going to be playing in the dirt and everything and out on the trails, it's always good to have some recovery gear to get yourself out of that trouble.
Well, and we said winches, not wenches.
Yeah,
a fine line between the two. But I thought this is an example of one of those things when you talked about products that I didn't even know you carried. Is I see the display of winches, and I think of a winch, and I think mount on, bolt on, permanent. Powerful, pull something out of a ditch, winch kit. And by the way, it's always a nice thing to have one of those if you see somebody stranded on the side of the road in a ditch this time of the year, slipping and sliding around. But you also have them the portable winches. I didn't even know those existed. I think some other people are going, portable winches? What do you do? Hold on to it?
Well, you have stuff like the Pullsaw, which is basically like a shop winch, or one that you would mount on like a car trailer that you would use just to winch a vehicle up onto your trailer, or, you know, you can use as a hoist in your shop that moves around, has about 1,000-pound rating on it. But then, we have, you know, winches that mount to winch trays. So we can put a receiver hitch on. You'd only need that winch. You can use it on the front of the truck or the rear of the truck whenever you needed it, not a permanently mounted option. And a lot of people also think that you need some monstrous bumper to be able to house a winch, but we have options for winch mounting that look stylish, that aren't going to, you know, replace the entire front end of your vehicle as well.
Oh, I'm glad you pointed that out, because, you know, there are people that will put on these, let's talk about these, because the weather changing, and this time of the year, there are people kind of moving around on that road. This year, probably more than many in the last several, we have, because of the cold snap, we have, slippery roads right now, and people sliding around. I hear this from you every single year, this time of the year that we've been doing this show, that people wind up slipping and hitting a little bit of a snow embankment or a guardrail, or, tapping another vehicle. Whatever it is, the amount of damage that you're seeing is far more costly than had they opted to put one of these military grade, maybe what's the other one, armored truck like bumpers on their trucks. That could save them injury. It could save them damages, and they look good. I mean, some of these today, they look like they're out of a future science movie. Oh yeah, we have a various options as far as when it comes to bumpers, and we have started our yearly replacements of people who have hit something or slid into this or that. We're going through that right now, and a lot of people are just picking up one side or the other, and once they get a bumper on that, they're like, oh well, if they just banged up the front, they're like, oh, I'm going to have to get the rear. Or we did a rear just earlier this week where the guy got the rear bumper on. He goes, oh, I like that so much. He goes, I'll be back because I'm going to need the front. But we can do them for various budgets. We do have the serious ones that we run on our vehicles, the Fab Fours. Nothing stronger on the market, and they're made to work with all your factory airbag systems, your factory sensor systems, and all that. These guys have the best fit, and they've thought it all through. So they are excellent, and they, if they're too expensive for you, because they are a big, awesome, super strong bumper. They themselves have two other lines that they carry that are little steps down, a little more affordable, major upgrades over the factory plastic bumpers and even the factory metal bumpers that they're putting on vehicles these days. But much more affordable, still winch mountable. And of course, we have access to several other brands that we can build it out a bumper, get you replaced, get you something for your budget that'll accomplish your needs. Well, and let's not forget, once you have lifted your truck and maybe put a custom bumper on it, well, now that the truck's taller, you can house some bigger wheels and tires. And what a selection. And a selection that is infinite.
Yeah, and it's always growing, constantly expanding. We're out there checking on wheel companies, always, trying to keep on that edge to make sure if someone's coming out with something that's, new, something that's fresh, something that's different, we want to be the first guys to have it. And we're constantly changing out our selection on our wheel wall. So first thing a customer sees when they come in, they can see that whole wall full of rims. And that's just to get people started. Once they've seen that, we'll put more rim options up on the monitors behind our heads so you can see that wheel in full size.
Boy, this is high tech, folks. You're talking, 50-inch screens in the back behind you, and you can really give them a life-size perspective instead of a 1-inch square in a magazine.
And it's much better than just a catalog, much better than, maybe just looking at your computer screen. This is the full blown up, so you can see if you really like that rim. We'll show you past vehicles if we've done it on a similar truck and all that kind of stuff as well. And we're constantly bringing in new wheels. We brought in just a couple new sets earlier this week, and people just loved them and bought us right before we even got them on display.
Well, this is also another great gift idea, by the way, for the sports-minded individual that skis or snowboards or, whatever winter activities they're performing. You have a series of roof-mounted systems to accommodate all of their gear, winter or summer.
We do, yeah. We carry both Thule and Yakima. So we can outfit almost any vehicle out there with these, roof rack systems, so that if you don't have enough room in your cargo area, or you don't want to put everything in the bed of your truck, or you have a shell or something, we can mount a system up to carry everything on the roof of your car. And that goes, for your skis, for your snowboards, your bikes, when we come back around to the summer, your paddle boards and your surfboards, we can mount anything. And, just because you have a truck, don't think that we can't get you handled. We have truck bed mounted systems that'll carry all your gear, put it up above the truck bed, and are removable. So when you don't want to use that system, you can take it off. You got your truck bed back.
Well, and you can mount the roof rack systems on cars as well.
Yeah, we do them for a lot of cars. A lot of people, you don't have as much room in today's compact cars to load all your big heavy equipment or all your gear. We can put a rack on your car, and we'll put it up top, and you can put storage for cargo up top if you just want more space to keep stuff dry. Or if you're looking for a spot for your skis, or your snowboard and all your other winter activities, we most likely have a fitment available for your vehicle as well.
You even have some of the trailer mounted hitch, for, that you can just snap on when you need it and take off when you don't.
Yeah, you do. We'll put a hitch mounted system on as well. And if you don't have a hitch on your car, we can get a hitch for you. And we'll mount a hitch on your car that's rated for whatever you're looking to do for it. And then we can get that system on there so you have that just when you need it, and it's not there all the time.
I think people might have just missed an operative word in what you just said. And it's one of probably the things that people would misunderstand about custom truck accessories. As you said, we can, if you don't have a trailer hitch, we can mount one on your car. Okay, and I say that because I think there are going to be a lot of people that don't realize how much you do. It should be custom car and truck accessories. Maybe we're going to get a name change out of this. Chris, if you're listening, consider that, because it almost, you do almost as many cars now as you do trucks.
We do see a lot more cars now. Now that people know that we've got our name out there and they've seen what we do, they can check out past vehicles we've done on our Facebook page and such. But we're always updating, always expanding. Yeah, so cars, we do a lot of wheels, tires, lowering kits, exhausts, cold air intakes, leather refurbishment, all that kind of stuff. You also do your car.
So here's an interesting factoid, because we, this time of the year, again, we talk about the weather and how to do things like protect the valuables that you're going to put in the back of your truck. And I see on the notes of the bullet points of the stuff we're going to cover today, shells and tonneaus in fine print. Fine print. This should be in jumbo size print bed slides. Let's talk about protecting the valuables in the back of your bed.
Exactly. I put that down there on purpose. I knew you'd bring it up, so I put it on there. Yeah, the bed slide is an excellent option. Once you've got that, that protection back there, you've got your cargo area covered on your truck. Sometimes things become a little more awkward to access. You got a shell on there, you got something at the front of the truck, you can't reach it without crawling in the back. You got a tonneau, sometimes you can't even reach in over the side. The bed slide is an awesome option to bring that whole truck bed, everything you've got stored, pull it out just like a shelf for easy access.
It's like quick access. A drawer in your kitchen that you can get access equipment in, and you can get to the back of that drawer. Well, these slide out far enough, you can easily access the back. Some drawers, you get a little frustrated. You almost, hit your top of your hand going in to get to the back of them. This brings it all the way out. It's a remarkable product. I don't understand why they're not standard. Manufacturers listening, you can take this idea from me and just build a truck with this built in, and I think you'll find people buying it just because of that feature. But let's talk about this is the bread and butter. This is what built and the foundation of custom truck accessories. You are one of the nation's largest distributors of shells and tonneaus.
We are huge, especially on the West Coast. Custom Truck is known for their camper shells and tonneaus. And our two house brands are LEER and Snugtop, both excellent options. If you're going to put a shell on the back of your truck, both have their benefits based on each vehicle, and we're familiar with that. So if you come in looking for a shell or a tonneau, we'll ask, first, what's the vehicle, and we'll run you through, what, on your particular vehicle, we'll show you our favorites, we'll give you the pluses and minuses, and then we'll go out and we'll customize and build a shell exactly for your needs. Because they have, all their real high-end ones that are more expensive, but maybe you just want something to keep your pets back there. You want something tailored for that. And so all right, we'll do, a shell with just simple 50-50 side sliding windows, but we'll put pet screens on there to keep your dog safe. So we'll build out a shelf for exactly what you need it for.
One of the things I think that is rather interesting is, and you probably do more of this for the local dealership businesses, is they'll have a new car and somebody will want leather interior in it. And you actually have the ability to do that. You do a lot of that for the local dealers. I wonder how many people know in our community that you do. So let's describe your cloth to leather interior options.
Yeah, we do.
Cloth to leather.
Well, you can even revamp your old leather if you already have leather or vinyl seats in your car or truck. We do complete seat refinishing. So it's not like a slide-on cover. It's nothing simple or flimsy like that. We actually remove all the the previous material and install a new, fresh leather seat all over that. So we'll redo the seat completely. There's options to do it, from factory matched colors to adding inserts to adding perforations to custom embroidery. You can get as wild with these things as you would like. We did one for just recently for Nevada's 150th birthday. We did an upfit and we put the new symbol in the headrest, the Nevada 150 years battle born. We put that right there in the headrest. So this truck now has that customized, 100% unique. Nobody else has that out there. We built that for them.
You just did it again. I didn't know you could do that option. And this is what's great about your store. You just come in and the opportunities are abundant. But this is actually pretty reasonable. Obviously the price depends on which kind of vehicle, but I think people would be surprised how reasonable it is to convert from cloth to leather in an SUV, for an example.
It's reasonable enough that a lot of the local dealers will opt out on ordering their vehicles with the factory leather and just come to us to get it done.
I mean, it is that practical that sometimes it is less expensive than a factory option. And this is high quality, durable, looks like factory installed, perfect fits. I mean, they're just great items for people. I want to get back into a little bit of this Christmas holiday shopping for our community. One of, I think, the things that are just terrific gifts this time of the year would be Bluetooths.
Yeah, and especially with the change to our hands-free laws and stuff like that with your vehicle, we are doing a lot more of this as well. And a lot of people think that they have to upgrade to some giant stereo or something with a 7-inch monitor in it, and they don't want to do that to their vehicle. Or they think it's going to be way out of their budget. But we can do a Bluetooth stereo that'll answer your phone in your car, that'll stream music to just about any vehicle, and we can do that for a real decent budget. It's nowhere nearly as expensive as people would think it would be.
Again, without being specific, because there's options there, what kind of price range do they start at?
For most vehicles, probably installed, if they're looking for something simple that will stream Bluetooth and also answer your phone calls, you're probably looking in the 500 and under range. We can get something done for that.
Oh, very reasonable. And then, of course, you've got the entertainment systems. Whether your car was equipped with it or not, these days it doesn't matter. You can get it put in same day.
Yeah, we could do a lot of those as well. We do of course, we do the whole in-dash navigations DVD players. And then we also do, in the headrest DVDs. We do ones that'll mount to your roof, for a drop-down DVD players as well, and these will also run off infrared headphones. So that way, you don't have to listen to whatever your children are watching if, you don't want to hear that same episode of Dora the Explorer for the 1000th time. You don't have to. You can listen to your show on the radio.
You've used that example before. You watched Dora the Explorer.
Oh, it's where I try to diversify my Spanish,
Oh, como está? So the next thing is, I think that you've got people right now, you may know somebody, and you're thinking, what do I give this person? What do I give them? And yet that they are traveling maybe at night, or they're going up and over the passes, and you can see that the front of their vehicle doesn't have fog lights. You have not just fog lights, but you could light up a football field. If somebody, the LED lighting systems you have right now are capable of literally making daylight out of darkness.
They are, and we have them all there on display. We have our lighting display that Andy out in our Carson City store built for us, and it's a lot of fun. Every day you watch people walk up.
Andy's blinding corner.
Yeah, he just walks up and people hit the buttons all the time, and then they just do that 2 or 3 step stagger back because they're just so shocked at how bright.
That blue spot in their eyes.
Oh yeah, and we get them behind the counter when we're not paying attention. We'll be helping the customer, all of a sudden, boom, it's like a flash bulb goes off. But yeah, we can update your vehicle's lights. If you're just looking for brighter headlights or something yourself, we can update your lights. Or we can also, outfit you for off-road lighting for, your winter driving and such that will just light up a forest. They are excellent. We have them on our shop vehicles. And I've upgraded mine, my personal vehicle, just with brighter lights. And it makes a world of difference over the factory settings. And also, once again, not nearly as expensive as most people would expect.
These are so bright you would, change the time clock of a nocturnal critter.
Yeah.
The other thing too is fog lights, cornering lights. You have these the new really clear looking cornering lights and tail lights for cars and trucks too. Nice display of those. I mean, this is a really affordable way of customizing your vehicle as well.
Yeah, a lot of people want to come in and just change little subtle things that make their truck different. But headlights and taillights are real eye turners. Someone will notice, once you've made those changes. And we have those on display down there as well. And of course, we will build out a set for your budget.
That's Caleb Parker with Custom Truck Accessories. Let's take a minute and tell them about your multiple locations, where you're at, and how they can get a hold of you.
All right. Our two main stores here are in Carson and Reno. So, of course, you got us on Kietzke Lane, 385 Kietzke Lane, and we're out in Carson City on South Carson Street. You can get a hold of us in Reno at 329-5111, out at Carson at 885-8111. And, of course, you can find us on the web at CTAReno.com, or you can check out our Facebook page, Custom Truck Accessories on Facebook as well.
Now, Caleb's turned into a local legend, a star, from being on our shows. Had his photograph taken recently in a grocery store with a mother and her daughter, who said, "Oh, you're the guy that does the radio and TV shows on the Car Buyer Advisor." A local celebrity. You can visit him today at 385 Kietzke Lane. That's Caleb Parker, Custom Truck Accessories. Thanks for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me, Mitch.
Folks, don't forget to tune in tonight or tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. on Fox 11 for our television version of the Car Buyer Advisor. And don't forget to check out our website, thecarbuyeradvisor.com. Click on the Preferred Businesses page. Give us a like on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you here next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 96.1 FM, 1270 AM, CBS Sports Radio.